Hey everyone, this is my Patreon Pod reaction to the first episode of Joshiraku. Now, being a Patreon Pod reaction pretty much just means that it's a reaction that was requested by a Patreon supporter at the appropriate reward tier to do so. If you're interested to learn more about how that works, you can go to my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below. Now, this anime, I don't know a lot about it. It's called Joshiraku. I know it's about like 5 girls that do Rakugo storytelling, but I don't really know a lot about Rakugo storytelling either. So, I'm not exactly sure what to expect or how relevant that will be to the overall plot. Like it does have the tag slice of life comedy and stuff like that. So, I expect at least, some sort of hanging out shenanigans, that you would usually get and that sort of thing. So what I was trying to say is I'm not sure how much actual Rakugo will be in the show, but that's something I'll find out as I watch, I'm sure. Anyway, let's just get into it and see exactly what we're in for here. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so we're starting off with some Rakugo. Does she always answer the door that way? Oh, well, that took a bit of a turn. Kumagoro. He wants to be your new husband, clearly. It is something to be proud of, I suppose. Oh. Those are two different things, yes. Yeah, the way she was able to do the different voices and stuff was pretty impressive, actually. It can't be easy to just, go back and forth like that on a stage. Okay, who are you talking to? Okay, opening. And we got our 5 girls here. Wow, just full-blown bunny suit, okay. Does she wear that in the main show? Somebody had a flying carpet. Okay. Someone's packing some military equipment. Another bunny. Our bunny's an important element of the show. Oh, kitty cats! Oh, and a random doggy. And a shamisen I think I saw there. She was like behind her, like moving her. Did she always do that? Or was she just really tired that day? It just looks weird. I can already tell that they really do kind of feel like friends just from the opening. Alright, and of course we end the opening on the stage. So are we going to meet up with the others now? We are. Wow, this is actually a fairly small room for 5 people. Not even any snacks or anything on the table. Just... What are we doing exactly? Because we're clearly not chatting. Anybody want to say something? Maybe bring up the weather? We just started the anime. I just... Well, sure, but voices still add a lot. Because voices and color make it better. Like, it makes a big difference to me, at least. I can see, I see we're making good use of the animation budgets. Is that why one of them had to be moved by someone else? Were they just not animated? You know, in the opening? It's not true. I was paid to watch it. Yeah, it's ordinary dialogue about, you know, with meta jokes and stuff. I see. It's good to know. Give me some of this normal dialogue. It really is. What do we normally do? What is a typical day for us? That sounds pretty standard. Her voice sounds oddly familiar. I might look up her voice actress after. You know, the redhead girl. You okay? Fair enough. She's not wrong, though. Yeah? Do we not talk? Was that not true? Deja vu. Censoring out the brands are there? Is that what we did? That's a good idea. That was an angry egg. uh, yeah. What kind of party is it? The paper has spoken, okay? That's a good question. And just whatever you would usually wear. Okay, some of them clearly overdid it a bit. Like, it doesn't mean, like, where were you asleep in, you know? That could be fun, too. That's an interesting way to look at it. That's what we figured out here, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I mean, it's not quite what we were talking about, I don't think. They're not, though, and I'm pretty sure I kind of said that before. That it's not what you sleep in. They look great, though. Not gonna deny that. Why is the redhead girl not on screen? But yeah, just feel free to go in your pajamas if you really want to, though. We found the real truth now. Is someone getting called out here? Did she sleep in the nude? Well, answer that question. Well, then, we know how she's going to the party in the most casual of casual wear. It doesn't get much more casual than that. Yes, that is a much better truth, actually. She's actually right that time. I agree. That's clearly where this is building up to. She's got to get dressed for the party after all. Oh, there we go. She found protection though, unfortunately. I mean, she's the one that chose this as her sleeping wear, so she really has no one else but herself to blame. Someone want to knock that over real quick? I certainly did not. Well, somebody can dream, can't they? Okay, so we're just gonna keep flipping it. Like, I don't know their names yet, so... Well, at least you're not actually naked like she is. Hopefully we actually knock this over in all the commotion. And now it's her turn. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting way to introduce names. Completely natural. We're standing up all right. What? I couldn't read that in time. Oh no, she's getting further away. Yeah, Tetora. That was certainly an original way to introduce character names, though. I'll give him that. So basically the conclusion of that whole discussion was being naked is the true casual wear. You know, she could look kind of like Vina from Gabriel Dropout for a second there. And that's the, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Kigu. Okay, it's not quite what I would have imagined. I know. But, you know, surprising. A little bit. You look nice, though. And don't try too hard to impress people in the first episode. Dosuloli? Oh, Dos Loli, okay. There are a lot of the types, I guess. I've heard of some of them. Well, that was something. I can already tell this is kind of anime that Westerners are not going to get a lot out of. Or, like, they'll miss a lot, rather. Okay. I'm not sure why you didn't show up naked. You're kind of disappointing me here. No, nudity is Marty's son, boy. uh, Just stop with the pun. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's like a fifth girl, isn't there? Well, I guess that's that then. You know, she's just kind of being left out. Very sad. I didn't forget about you. If it makes you feel any better. Oh, so she does get a turn. I guess her story involves a cat? Cats do that. she does an excellent cat impression. Okay. Shouting instruction? I mean, I got a cat, like, right there. Probably answers the question. Is that gonna be her catchphrase? She likes it hot. Yes, that's one way to get swimsuits. Ooh. This kid's getting cut off. Yeah, I prefer cats. Cats are fluffy and adorable. What was that dog's name? Snoopy? Pull out the shamisen. I mean, I would imagine not. That was a little bit scary. Why? It's not that hard to remember. It just kind of goes in the shoulder. Well, give me more than a second to look at it. But yes, it goes on the upper right. That's not that complicated. I've never worried about it until now. Just, it's right up there. No, there you go. There you go. I need to get it. Yeah, I always imagine it's a doggy on the shoulder, you know? Like a parrot. Dogs are man best friends, so... No, that would be wrong. That every other place is wrong. Ow! That poor dog! You can't add more dogs to the kanji, that would make it wrong too. Look more like little... Oh, God. That's a terrifying kanji. That's just the kanji for big. If we take away the horizontal line, it's just the kanji for person. Yeah, it's definitely not really a good anime for Westerners when we even add kanji gags into it. I don't think that's what she was asking. But we're gonna roll with this conversation anyway. I wouldn't mind discovering that. That's an interesting thing to fantasize about. Yeah, which is the sea is better. Yeah, how so? I mean, you don't have to yell that. I mean, plenty of people just yell "umida" when they get to the sea. The heck was chasing her? I guess that's what it's got to be at the end of the day. Well, the world's around, so that's not true. It's like I would actually get to hear it anyway. I guess it would. Wow, that was cute. Uh, does it? That was a little bit different. uh, if only it worked that way. It's got a little bit political all of a sudden. I don't think any of that's gonna work though. We gotta read D, or chibi ED. That's amazing ED chibi dance. Yeah, this has got to be a gift on the internet. It's just got to be. Don't know why the old Holy D couldn't have just chibi dance in it, but oh well. Yeah, there's plenty of animation. Oh, there's a little bit more chibi. Really great dancing though. Oh, here's a little bit more of it. Yeah, the dance is just fantastic. Like mind-blowingly good. That was 10 out of 10 ED right there. I think I like the ED better than the opening. Cold girl, huh? So like I thought this is talking about like individual manga chapters that are adapted into an episode, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that was the first episode of Joshiraku. And yeah, this was certainly something. Definitely a very dialogue-heavy show. That does quite seem to be the meat of the show. Also, the big thing about the show is that it's just very, very Japanese. Like, you know, with pretty much all anime, there's at least a little bit of stuff in it that a Westerner won't fully get. But this anime dials it up very, very high. Like, we have discussions about a kanji. We have them yelling at certain directions towards different places to give them back other things, which you would have to be pretty familiar with Japanese history to really fully get that. And obviously a lot of like puns and stuff, just a lot of things that just kind of go over your head as a Westerner. But in spite of that, it still was pretty enjoyable just because these characters are just very, very fun, silly, having a good time, hanging out, just having normal everyday conversations with each other. And yeah, there wasn't a huge amount of the whole Rakuga stuff. There was a little bit. We started off with some. We had at least one more, with the blonde girl. Kugi was her name, because she had the cat story. And yeah, just, this cannot be a very easy show to translate, like, definitely not at all. But I did like it for what it is. I do like the cast of characters. Some of the conversations were certainly interesting, like what really qualifies as casual wear. Like, I was pretty surprised just how deep into that conversation we managed to go. We went all the way from just kind of thinking about, what to wear to what to wear at this party. The party wants casual wear, but what is it really? What is casual wear? Is it like, because I don't wear the same thing every day, would it be like your job clothes? Because if everyone wore their own job clothes and they had different jobs, it'd be a cosplay party. So is cosplay casual wear, or is pajamas casual wear? I sleep naked? Is being nude casual wear? So I do like how they managed to make the conversation an excuse to just forcibly strip Mari. That's great. And then she hid behind the thing, which did lead to another pretty good gag, which was to just keep flipping the pages and it kept becoming somebody else's name, and which made it seem like they were naked when they weren't, but it felt like it, like mentally naked, sort of, if you will. So, and of course, that's what they use to introduce the names. Because shows usually introduce names either by having it pop up on the screen next to them, or they'll just have their names be said to each other in the conversation, like, yo, hey, Mari, what's up? Oh, hey, other girl, what are you doing? that sort of thing. But this was a bit of a different approach to that. I don't really know all the names just yet, but one of them did have a cow pajamas, which was nice, but a little bit overshadowed by the birthday suit pajamas. And yeah, a lot of meta jokes as well, like very early on, basically just said, hey, why are you even watching this? Just go read the manga. Like, what could anime possibly add to the show that you couldn't get out of the manga? So just go do that. But yeah, I've always enjoyed anime better than manga just because I like the voices. That adds a lot to me personally. It's a very subjective thing, but it adds a lot to me. And that's the biggest thing, but also actual emotion and color is nice as well. However, emotion only really matters to me for the most part if it's like an action show. Otherwise, I don't care too much about whether it's still images or animated. But the voices, that's what matters, and no matter what the genre is, no matter what, the voices add a lot for it to me. But I really can't stand like action sequences in manga because it's like they're supposedly doing this really cool action move, but you just see like a still page and then that's still a page of them in a different position. Like, action does not really come across as very cool to me in manga and still images. I know it's a bit of a tangent, but just that's that. But yeah, like I said, anime, there's some value there. That's why I don't read a whole lot of manga anymore. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Just, yeah, her just casually standing behind it naked was pretty nice. Would have been better if you could actually see something, but oh well. Oh well. And then we had the scene where they met up outside and, doing a little bit of subversion of expectations as far as like character tropes go, the blonde girl that came across as kind of cutesy just listening to death metal, Then we had the other girl show up in goth lolly, and she then describes other types of lolly. Some of which I've heard of, some of which I have not, but she did look good regardless. So, yeah, they called her Ganchan there, but that was a nickname. I like the little twirl she did on her way over to her, because, gotta make use of that animation budget. see. Yeah, I've not heard of most of those lolis before, but I'll take your word for it. But she was just being very silly, cute with all the shoulder moving and stuff. Which, you know, that brought us to stiff loli. But like I said, they did do puns in here, but those obviously are never going to come off too well in subs. Although the translator does try his best. See, yeah, then we had the blonde girls one. Then a discussion about cats and dogs, which one's better, and yes, it kind of seems like cats are evil and dogs are not, you know, if you kind of go by the examples they showed. Like, you know, Dorobo Neko, like just, yeah, cats do not seem as noble as dogs in some of these things. Yeah, that's how they got to the conversation about the kanji for dog. With which apparently she's just not a big fan of, you know. That dot apparently just is a thing of nightmares to her. Just don't overthink it, you know. The dog just always on that shoulder, you know. Just how it works. Just don't impale the poor doggy. That's all I ask, really. Then we somewhat got to a conversation about where you'd prefer to die, so which that was a little bit morbid, but I guess that's just how conversations go sometimes. And then just yelling across the sea to various people that they want to just give back their stuff. You know, fair enough. I didn't take any of their stuff, so they can't yell at me for it. But if somebody did, you know, maybe they should think about giving it back. But I think you'd have to have more formal negotiations rather than just yelling if you know, wanted such a thing to happen. And then we got to the ED, which was just fantastic. I could seriously rewatch this chibi dancing part probably several times and never get tired of it. Like just 10 out of 10 ED straight up. Like, I seriously thought they were already done with the dancing, the chibi dancing, but then they had a bit more at the end. That's what really sold it to me as being literal perfection. So, anyway, I guess my overall thoughts on it is that I definitely see and acknowledge the fact that a lot's going over my head as a Westerner, but in spite of that, it's still an enjoyable show because it's a fun cast of characters with wacky conversations and a little bit of Rakuga, you know, here and there. So, yeah, I mean, nothing really not like about it. And hopefully I will learn a little bit more about Japanese culture if they do continue this sort of thing. You know, we'll see. But, yeah, that's all I got for you for this video. So just let me know what you think in the comments. If you can explain something that went over my head, you know, feel free to do so. And just, if you like this, hopefully you watch more of it. So, thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.